Welcome to my talks, 12th standard biology. So here today we are in chapter 6. We already did genetics, first chapter, okay, and genetics, the second unit. This is again, okay, we've already started with the second unit, genetics, and this is the second chapter from genetics. That is chapter 6, molecular basis of inheritance. Again, children, a very important chapter, okay. And as I told you all that keep watching my videos, and at the end I'll be letting you know, okay, the important questions, the important points, the important pages, what all you should prepare for your boards. Okay, so let's begin with the chapter. So finally, before we begin with the chapter, let me tell you some more things. Children, last time we did, like when we did inheritance, what did we do over there? We did that the factors, the characteristics, okay, and the chromosomes. I told you that there are 23 pairs of chromosomes responsible for 23 factors, okay, and these chromosomes, again, the genes were there. And now what we are going to do in this particular chapter is what is present in these genes, okay, which brings about this inheritance. Okay, Mendel's, the whole story was after the inheritance. So what is it? And finally it was found that it was DNA. After a long duration of time, okay, we came to the conclusion, the scientists came to the conclusion that it was the DNA which was responsible for this inheritance. Now DNA is a genetic material, children, and genetic material, okay, that which plays an important role in inheritance, heredity. Okay, so now when we talk about this inheritance and genetic material, okay, there are two types of genetic material. Two types. One is this DNA, the other is RNA. Now DNA normally, this DNA, it is found normally in more about all organisms. Most of the organisms, DNA acts as a genetic material. But when we talk about RNA normally it is found in viruses, and it also plays a very important role in protein synthesis. Okay, acts as mRNA, tRNA, ribosomal RNA. Okay, I'll let you know when we do protein synthesis. So this is RNA. It is found normally in viruses and during protein synthesis as mRNA, tRNA, and DNA is normally found in most of the organisms. Okay, so this we did. Now when we come up to genetic material, okay, DNA, you know, the structure of DNA, what we study today, okay, that was given by Watson and Crick. Okay, Watson and Crick gave the double helical structure of DNA. Now this double helical structure of DNA, when we talk about, okay, quite a lot of things are there in your textbook. I'll try to touch. After I do this, I'll take the textbook also and I'll talk to you. Okay, so when we do the double, this is what is this when we talk about, okay, this is the double helical. When we do a double helical, it is this way. Okay, it means two strands of DNA. Okay, and these DNA, you know, it is made up of nucleic acids, polynucleotide chains, you can say. Okay, they are the polymers. These DNAs are the long polymers of nucleotides. And if you remember, during 11th standard, you have done the structure of nucleic acids and nucleotides. Okay, so these DNAs are long polymers of nucleotides. Okay, so these nucleotides, when we say, there are two strands of it, okay, running parallel to each other. Parallel, or you can say anti-parallel. Okay, it is 3 and 5, you can say, and here it is 5 and 3. So that again I'll talk to you. So this is the double helical structure. So before again I go there, let me come over here. This DNA, okay, it is made up of 3 parts, you can say. One is nitrogen bases, okay, phosphate and sugar. Now what is the full form of DNA? Deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, ribonucleic acid, deoxyribosugar it is. Okay, so nitrogenous base is one thing, phosphate, nitrogen base and deoxyribosugar. These are the 3 components which make this DNA. Okay, what all? Deoxyribosugar, nitrogenous base and phosphate makes DNA. Okay, nucleotides you can say. Now nitrogen bases also are of 2 types. Please go on preparing the notes also along with the lectures. So nitrogen bases also are of 2 types. Now what are they? They are purines, nitrogen bases, they are purines and they are pyrimidines. Purines are adenine and guanine. If you remember, in 11th standard, we had touched little about it. Okay, so these are the nitrogen bases. Adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine, they are all nitrogen bases. But the nitrogen bases are of two types, purines and pyrimidines. A purine always goes and binds with pyrimidine and pyrimidine goes and binds with purine. Purine कभी भी एक साथ नहीं आएगा. Pyrimidine will not come together. So purine is adenine and guanine. Please have it. Pyrimidine, cytosine and thymine. And in case of RNA, instead of thymine, it is uracil. Uracil, U-R-A-C-I-L. Thymine, uracil. Okay, cytosine and thymine or uracil, they are pyrimidine and purine is adenine and guanine. Now children, when we talk about this nitrogen bases, okay, nitrogen base and pentose sugar, they form this backbone of DNA. The backbone of DNA is made up of nitrogen base and phosphate. Okay, you can say that you can say sugars and this phosphate. Now let me tell you. Suppose if this is the backbone. Okay, if this is the backbone. This backbone will be made up of sugar and phosphate. So sugar and phosphate will make up the backbone, and these nitrogen bases will be present. They will be poking out from the bases. Okay, this forms the backbone, sugar and phosphate backbone, and then these nitrogen bases. Now one more very important thing children, there is again when you go through the book you will get two terms, nucleotide and nucleoside. Now nucleoside is that in which the sugar will be there, nitrogen base will be there, but phosphate won't be there. If phosphate is not there, the whole term is known as nucleoside. Nucleoside, nucleoside. But when phosphate is present with sugar as a backbone and nitrogen bases are present, okay, it is known as nucleotide. Now again another thing. As I told you that purine goes with pyrimidine. Children, do remember, adenine will always bind with thymine and guanine will bind with cytosine. Okay, and in between this binding, what binds it? It is the hydrogen bond. So two hydrogen bonds, okay, is found between adenine and thymine, and three bonds between guanine and cytosine. It can take the vice versa also. Okay, adenine thymine or thymine adenine. It can be that way. Okay, adenine thymine or thymine adenine. Both the same case with two hydrogen bonds, two bonds. Okay, and cytosine and guanine, it is three bonds, three hydrogen bonds are required. And here when you see, this is the double helical structure. Okay, from one end to this is one helix. From here to here, this is one helix, and this is about 3.4 nanometer. 3.4 nanometer. Okay, and this, suppose here as I have mentioned, this is adenine and thymine, guanine, cytosine. It may be thymine, adenine. It may be cytosine, guanine. Okay, so in between these two, ये दो के बीच में अगर हम यहाँ है और यहाँ है, the distance between this is 3.34 angstrom. The distance between two base pairs, children, have it. The distance between two base pairs, like one is this and one is this. तो ये दोनों के बीच का distance will be 0.34 angstrom. 0.34 angstrom. Okay, this one helix is 3.4 nanometer. Okay, and this complete, the diameter of this double helix is 10 angstrom. 10 angstrom. Okay, so this is about, you can say 10 and this is 10. So this is 10 angstrom, this is 10 angstrom. So it comes to 20 angstrom. Okay, 10 over here, 10 over here. The dia is 20 and radius is 10. So this is all about the double helical structure. Now let me come over here. Okay, it is already said, I told you that phosphate is linked, then it forms nucleotide. Phosphate is linked to the fifth end where OH is present. Okay, hydroxyl is present and it forms a nucleotide. And when two nucleotides are linked with phosphodiester linkage at third, fifth end. Okay, and so this is there. So what are the properties when we talk about? Okay, this is one, that adenine binds with thymine, guanine binds with cytosine, and adenine and thymine के बीच में दो bonds रहेगा, guanine cytosine के बीच में 3 hydrogen bonds रहेंगे, diameter 20 angstrom रहेगा, radius will be 10 angstrom, one helix will be 3.4 nanometer, the distance between two base pairs is 0.34. Yes, one more thing I forgot. Okay, in between one helix में 10 base pairs कम से कम रहेंगे. Okay, in between this one helix, there will be about 1, 2, 3, 4 base pairs, means adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, then thymine, adenine, then cytosine, guanine, whatever it is, 10 base pairs will be there in one helix. So that is the first point. Now second point is they run anti-parallel to each other. Anti-parallel matlab, suppose I'll rub something and then I will let you know. What is anti-parallel? Anti-parallel, if one runs upside down, the other will go from down to up. Okay, so it is said that this one is 3, 5 and this runs 5, 3. So this is what, when you open the strand, it runs like this. So this is said to be anti-parallel polarity. Okay, paired through hydrogen bonds, I already told you that the pairing between one fluorine and one pyrimidine is through hydrogen bonds. And pitch, I told you that the pitch is 34 millimeters, this is 34 millimeters. And when we talk about angstrom, it is 20 angstrom. Okay, 10 base pairs and 0.3 in between 2 base pairs. Okay, so this is all. And let me tell you, there is last one, central dogma. Okay, very, very important. They ask you during the boards, they ask you also for your NEET exams. Okay, now this central dogma, I'll elaborate it and I'll let you know. Central dogma, actually what it says is that this DNA replication, DNA is present always in the nucleus. As I told you, this DNA is a component of gene, that is chromosome. Okay, so this is present in the nucleus. Now this DNA, when the replication, means the two strands when they separate, this is what happens in reproduction. So when the replication takes place, okay, what happens? mRNA is formed. It forms mRNA. Okay, replication of DNA forms mRNA, and the process by which it forms, okay, that is known as transcription. This also we are going to do in detail. Transcription. Okay, and this mRNA forms proteins. As I told you earlier, that RNA gives rise to proteins, TEINS, proteins, and this is known as translation. The process is known as translation. Okay, so this is the central dogma theory. Whenever it is asked what is central dogma, okay, central dogma is the action of DNA, the replication of DNA to form mRNA by the process of translation and mRNA into proteins by the process of translation. So this is all what is there mainly in the chapter. I'll just go through the textbook and I will see if I've skipped something. Okay, so go to the first page, 95, it is there. Okay, we did the base pairs. Yes, you can count the number of base pairs. DNA normally, it is said that haploid content of human. Okay, so all that, the base pairs are all lambda. E. coli has got 4.6 into 10 to the power 6 base pairs. These are the components which are there in your book. Okay, for that you don't need any explanation, and the rest I feel I've already cleared. Okay, so this is the chromosome, is a structure which was found. Okay, and as a nucleus, in the nucleus, as I told you, in the nucleus of the cell it is present, and this is how is the structure. Now in the second class we'll do a little more about it. We'll do about the nucleosome, how actually it's a long structure, normally about 2.2 meters. So how it is contained in the cell, that I'll tell you. Hope you must have enjoyed. Yes, one more thing, children. Chargaff's rule we forgot. Chargaff's rule says adenine plus thymine is equal to guanine plus cytosine, and this will be equal to 1. It means adenine, thymine and guanine, cytosine are equal. Is equal to 1. You get numericals related with it. So when we do it, and this is Chargaff's rule. Okay, the proportion is equal to 1 or 100%. So with this we come to the end of this particular topic. Okay, hope you would have enjoyed. Posting English lectures also, you can go to the link and you can see, enjoy the lectures over here. Okay, do subscribe the channel so that you get the information as soon as I post one. Share it with your friends. Okay, like and share. Thank you.